Oh, you're rolling? Oh, shit. Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Shreco Bakari. I'm the director, screenwriter, and star of the upcoming terror film, Maniacal Night. And here are the 6 films that inspired my screenplay.
Kimberly, help me, please! Oh my God, what is happening? Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! No! No! Please, no! Please! Kimberly, run!
Well, I wanted to start off with making sure that the story that I am telling and the story that the audience will be viewing, for one, it made sense, but I also wanted it to be extremely terrifying. Not just terrifying as in, oh my gosh, jump scares, but no, pure terror. We don't see a lot of terror films out there, and the prime example of a pure terror film would be 2007's The Strangers. And Brian Benito, the director, he is just a genius at bringing pure terror to life. I first saw The Strangers when I was in high school. So that would probably be my freshman year going into my sophomore year, or the beginning of my sophomore year. And my Aunt Sonia Moore, she took me to see The Strangers the evening that I got out of school. And I remember going to the theater. I know I was super excited, and I was so happy to go finally see this terrifying film that the reviewers were raving about. I remember the opening narration coming on and hearing that voice. What you're about to see is inspired by true events. You know, it was just like, oh my God, are you serious? So that right there already drew me in. But overall, The Strangers is a prime example of pure terror. The sounds, the music by Tom and Andy, the direction, the executive producers did a phenomenal job. But I remember noticing that there were little to no jump scares in there. It was just the fact that they made that film super terrifying without barely any jump scare. I remember one specific scene where, you know, one of the main characters was in the house. She was by herself. She was waiting on, you know, her boyfriend to get back home from, you know, the gas station. And she said that she was hearing sounds and whatnot, and that the people came back. And I remember she was walking around in the kitchen area, and there was just like a framed shot. It was just stationary camera, her walking by, and then one of the strangers emerging from the darkness in the background, just watching her inside the house. I remember the entire theater screaming like crazy and just like, oh my God, are you serious? That was the best theater moment I have ever experienced pertaining to a horror film. The writing style that Brian did with The Strangers, it was just phenomenal. It inspired me so much, and I said, you know what, one day I'm going to make a terror film. And I believe that he opened a new subgenre within the horror genre, and it is just absolutely amazing to be scared without having jump scares. What is pure terror? Does anyone know exactly what pure terror is? And he and the team, they absolutely showcased that, and they showed that, and that's what really drew me into writing the screenplay that I did for Maniacal Night. I said this was going to be marketed as a terror film 100%, and you know, rewatching that film and studying it and studying his style of directing and things of that nature, and just the pure terror moments was absolutely phenomenal. And I can't wait for people to actually really see what I have conjured up from these 6 films that I've studied that were big inspirations to me.